Sugars, welcome to My Got Butter. I'm going to fry y'all some of my Patches Country Fried Chicken. It starts off in an iron pot, not a deep fry. Did you know that if you have problems like anemia or anything, when you cook in a cast iron skillet, it puts iron back into your body. So, okay, now I'm going to clean some chicken. A lot of people believe they don't have to clean chicken or they're rinse off their meat. Well, I'm a firm believer that you got to rinse your meat out. My uncle thinks that it'll burn off in the grease and whatnot, but our fire cooks it. But I'm sorry, I don't believe in it. I believe that you clean your meat. Now, as you see this chicken right here, I'm cooking chicken breast. This chicken right here got fat on it. I usually clean the fat, whatever gunk you can get out of it, you know. You can take that bone out. Now, don't be alarmed. When you cook this, when you clean your chicken, you either have two choices. You can pull the skin off. Either way it goes, it's going to have a crust. So, but I'm going to leave mine out because I like the fat. But you pull the fat off and you clean it really well. As you are cleaning your chicken, you have your grease on the stuff. And whenever you're cooking dinner, your meat goes first because it takes the longest to cook, okay? So, get yourself a bowl of eggs. I say for 6 chickens, at least use 2 eggs. It's really great because what it does is have the batter stick to the chicken. And that's what you want. I turn all that fat off. See that? That's fat. I turn it out. It's better for your body. But chicken thighs actually is my favorite part of the chicken. I like dark meat. Dark meat is usually the juiciest chicken out there. Even with turkey, you know? So, I wanted to show y'all how to fry good Kentucky Southern chicken. Straight from my kitchen to your house. Okay, you will need a half a cup of grease. A cup and a half of grease for every skillet. So I test my grease with fire with flour, and if it bubbles up, that's how I know it's done. So while that grease is getting hot in a skillet, I'm gonna go ahead and start seasoning up my egg batter and my flour. I like to use a little meat tenderizer just to have my chicken out. And I say maybe a teaspoon in your egg batter. Now for the flour, so I got me some loose flour. And it doesn't matter if it's shifted or not because we're not making cookies. We're frying it. So we want our flour to be unshifted. So you don't have to go through all that extra step. So I ball it by now. But just in case, let's say you didn't have a measuring cup, I'm going to put a little pinch of garlic powder in there. And it's going to be about a teaspoon. So if you didn't have a measuring cup, this right here, the small palm of your hand equals out to be a teaspoon. When you fill it up, it's a tablespoon. So if you don't have a measuring spoon, which I do have a measuring spoon, but I've been cooking for so long, I can eyeball stuff really great. So, like I said, I got about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. So, I put half of that in my egg mixer. The rest of that is going into my flour. Now, of course, we need, not only do we got our garlic powder, we have a little pinch of onion powder. I like that because I like for my chicken to taste southern, like it's been out south. And again, you will use a tablespoon of onion powder and a teaspoon in your egg batter. So, now we need a little bit of pepper. So, I'm going to grind some fresh peppercorn in my egg batter. Now, I use about a tablespoon of pepper in there. And I use about I'll kicks it up a little bit. So I use about 2 tablespoons of pepper within my flour batter mix. And when you do peppercorn, that's a lot of turns. But I'm good at eyeballing. So I got my pepper in there. And we also have, I know you like word that you can use paprika. Paprika gives it that same color and that same flavor, and it's without the salt. But I don't have no dangers in life, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in there as well. So, let me see. Put that in there that I want to put in there. Now, after I have put that little bit of season salt, I like Mrs. Dash. I like to see the seasoning. So, she got a good salt-free seasoning. I like to add within my egg batter. And again, you got a teaspoon of egg batter. You got about a tablespoon. See that? The palm of my hand makes a tablespoon. I like her stuff. So I take them ingredients and I mix it up. And right now my grease is crying my name like, hurry up, feed me, feed me, feed me. So I gotta hurry up. What happened to my music? Hold on. Okay, so obviously our chicken grease is very hot. Some of y'all use a thermometer. I like for my grease, I can tell by the flour test, but your grease needs to at least be 360 degrees, okay? To fry good chicken. So you could have it that way if you have a thermometer. I've been doing this for so long now that, like I said, the flour test always lets me know. So I mix up all my seasoning really, really well. And I take my chicken and I apply it in my egg batter. I roll it around in there. And here it goes into my flour. Now, like I said, when you cook it in the cast iron skillet, it puts the iron back into your body. So it's a little different than deep frying. So, I do the shaking method. I shake my chicken in something like this. Woo. Cover that real good. Then I shake the loose flour out. Then I drop it in the hot grease. It's beautiful. Repeat the steps. Put your chicken in the egg batter. Okay? Into the flour. I like really crunchy chicken. That's another reason why I use the egg batter. Now, I know that some people use breadcrumbs or whatnot to fry their chicken, but the breadcrumbs burn fast. And so and then your chicken don't be fully done. So that's the reason why I like cooking in flour. I season my own up. Drop that down in that beautiful hot grease. Woo. Beautiful fry. Meanwhile, I got my other chicken soaking in my egg batter. Soaking up all that seasoning. Now, as you see, it's frying to perfection. Isn't that beautiful? So, like I said, a cup and a half of grease until the flour starts to sizzle. That's how you know it's done. And I like to use a little bit of butterfried Crisco because I got butter and I love butter. Everybody got jobs and people don't have time to pick a whole lot of fresh vegetables. I like to incorporate my fresh vegetables. So, I have to use canned because I don't feel like doing a whole lot. So, but I don't like the canned taste. So this is the secret. You drain you drain your vegetables. Rinse that vegetable out, drain again, repeat the step. Add them into your pot. Add them into the pot. Oh, you gotta get dry. So, also too, just for a tip, a lot of people don't rinse off the top of their canned goods. Rinse them off. Because that lid goes down in that can. And no telling what has been sitting or passed by that lid. So, there goes my green beans. So what I do is I fill my pot up probably about, we want at least 1/3 higher than what's in her water. You want to make sure all your vegetables are covered up. There you go. So you can use that much water. Now, some of y'all don't eat pork out there. So if you don't eat pork, then don't add it in. So you can always substitute it with butter. I love butter. Butter changes its flavor on things. I love butter. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter. At least 2 tablespoons. I got butter. I got butter. I got butter. Oh, and another thing too, let that chicken cook. Don't be flipping it right away. I let my chicken cook for at least almost like 8 to 10 minutes on one side before I start to flip it. And when I flip it, I stab it real good with a fork. So, you can put your butter in there. But I like a little ham fat. So, I'm sorry. I like pork. I'm sorry. I like pork. And for some of y'all who do like pork, I just give me some thick sliced bacon.